Hey there, NFL fanatics. It is your lovely host here. It is Rai, and we are gonna give our final recap of the Super Bowl and other stuff. Take it away and tell the viewers how you did.
I had picked the Rams to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl. Even though when it got closer to the event, I had actually changed my mind. But for this, I'm sticking with it because that's what I said. I got that one wrong. Patriots are the Super Bowl champions. That brings my total in the playoffs to 6-6, and my total for the whole season and playoffs 170 correct and 95 wrong.
Okay, I picked the Patriots. I took a huge chance because huge underdogs. I was 6-5 in the postseason. Total 169 wins and 96 losses. Michael.
One game.
Wow, you beat me by one.
Yeah, beat you by one game.
Wow, what a good turnout, huh?
Wow, that's crazy that we was that close. I mean, because at the beginning of the season, you smoked me for the first 7 weeks. I'd say the season 6 or 7 weeks, you smoked me.
Yep.
I didn't think. Heck, but there at the end, I got pretty good there at the end. I had that 1 week where I got every game right but one game. So
yeah.
I started doing pretty good there, but. So it was a close one. We had a really good one.
Okay, now tell the viewers what we're gonna talk about now.
What was your favorite game of all the games this year? Is there any game that stood out to you as your favorite?
Well, besides the Bears games,
yeah.
I can't think of off my top of my head. There's so many good games, you know.
Yeah, if I had to pick one, it would probably been the Monday Night Football game between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles.
Oh yeah,
Rams.
That's the game I'm thinking of. Yes, that was very good. You know, yes.
That was a shootout. I mean, it was every time touchdown, 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 touchdown.
I wish we could get that game in the Super Bowl instead of this boring game we had this past Sunday. But whatever, you know.
Yeah, what was your thoughts on the Super Bowl?
It was boring. Now, I know ESPN says, if you don't like it, then don't watch it. Did you see that one? The guy says, shut up. Did you hear about that one?
Nuh-uh.
This guy, I don't know what's his name, he was complaining because the fans didn't like it. The fans, we like to see great offense. Of course I'm going to watch the Super Bowl because it's a Super Bowl. I was at my brother's house. One good thing is I won Super Bowl money. So that is a good thing, you know, back-to-back years.
That's awesome.
It was very boring. But the Rams had a chance to win, but they didn't. And why? I don't understand. Why did they kick the field goal? It didn't make a difference. You know, late in the game. That was so stupid on the Rams, Michael.
Yeah, they was trying to outscore Maroon 5 and get 6 points. Is what I heard.
Oh my gosh, that's so stupid.
I was just joking. That's just my joke.
That was dumb. The commercial was not that great. The halftime was. Okay, hopefully next year will be better. I guarantee if the Bears were in here in the Super Bowl, they will have a better game. Hopefully, you know.
Yeah. The thing, this Super Bowl, it was a close game the whole way. I mean, like Brandon Cooks dropped a touchdown that would have tied the game right there in the fourth. But it just felt like the Patriots had all the momentum, and it seemed like the Rams never got it going. It was a really slow game. It was just, I mean, it just wasn't very much. I mean, as a defense, if you're a defensive fan, yeah, it was probably, but it didn't really have a lot of turnovers either, though. I mean,
no.
Literally, I don't know, it just didn't really.
No.
It was one of the weaker Super Bowls in the last few years. I'd say this one's up there with Carolina and Denver when they played, because that was a pretty boring game.
Yeah, but at least they scored points in that game, you know.
Yeah, so that was overall, though, this Super Bowl this year, I mean, it was a really good strategy by the Patriots. They made the Rams play their game. They kept the Rams offense in check the whole game. Never let them get any momentum. And they made, you know, I mean, it was smart. I mean, they played. The only thing is they couldn't finish on their drives to score. If they could have scored points, they could have really blew it away. But I guess actually them not scoring points worked out good because that just kept their defense tight.
Yes, another thing I want to ask you, what was a disappointed team this season of the NFL?
Jacksonville.
Oh, yeah. Yep, because they were one game away to go Super Bowl, and then this year, I don't know what happened. It was the defense. It was the quarterback. The quarterback is a up and down like Eli, but even worse. I think there'll be some big changes. Do you agree or disagree?
I agree. I think they'll have a new quarterback next year.
Yep.
I think Bortles definitely done. They was the biggest disappointment. I mean, they was actually like 4 or 5 minutes away from the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Last year, if they would have just been smart on their play calling, they would have been to the Super Bowl, and it'd been them in Philadelphia. And then we never know. I mean, they may have beat Philadelphia because they had a way better defense than the Patriots.
Oh yeah.
Last year.
And what do you think about the Oakland Raiders? Disappointed or no?
I didn't really have a lot of high expectations for them, honestly, just because when you look at the Raiders roster, they're not really super talented.
No.
After they traded Khalil Mack, it's just like, okay, the defense has no names now, basically, which is not a bad thing. I mean, because you can have a no-name defense and be just fine. The Patriots defense, besides like 2 players, a lot of people could, I don't know, most fans probably couldn't even tell you any defense players on the Patriots.
I can't.
So, I mean, that's the thing. And so a no-name defense can be fine, but like the Raiders just didn't have anybody. They just really wasn't that good. And offensively, their running back was Marshawn Lynch and Doug Martin, who's both past their prime. No wide receiver besides Amari Cooper, and then they traded him. I mean, I don't know. I didn't really expect too much out of the Raiders going into this year.
Nope. And then who else is a disappointing team? Well, the Buffalo Bills, because last year they made the playoffs. This year, nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the thing with them, at least they went to a rookie quarterback, so that needed probably set a year. So at least them I can understand. At least because when you change quarterbacks, that's a pretty dramatic change. I mean, that's the quarterback. You've got to have a good quarterback to win.
Yep.
So their quarterback showed pretty good. I think they could be pretty good here in the next couple of years.
Yep. Another team was disappointed. Was the Minnesota Vikings. They spent all this money on Kirk Cousins. We discussed this in the season, and he was nothing. So hopefully next year he could bounce back.
I agree 100%. I forgot all about that. That's how bad. Because I picked the Vikings, and that's a bad thing. I picked them about every week this year.
Yep.
They lost about every week.
I mean, he's okay quarterback. I don't think he's a quarterback to lead your team to the Super Bowl. Maybe like Rodgers, yes. Manning, yes. But not him, no. It's of course he's going to accept it because they give him a lot of money,
Which I thought they would be. I mean, because Case Keenum, I mean, he went to Denver this year and didn't do nothing as the quarterback. But he got them all the way to the conference championship. And you'd think Kirk Cousins, I mean, he just can't do prime time. I mean, as a Washington fan, that was always my problem. If we played Monday Night Football or anything like that, Cousins blew up every time. Or if the playoffs are on the line, even if the Giants had all their defensive players, like their backups in, he'd still blow up and lose.
What do you think about that Washington, your team, Washington Redskins? What do you think about that team? What happened to them?
They played pretty good this year, but they had a lot of injuries.
Yes, they did.
From the get-go, losing Darius Geis in the preseason, tearing his Achilles. I mean, they literally lost about everybody the whole season. And
we discussed this in the season that your star quarterback might not be able to come back next season, right?
Yeah. So that's the thing. They'll be probably looking at a quarterback. A back quarterback could draft a young quarterback, or sign like a veteran backup quarterback. To could sign like somebody like Teddy Bridgewater from New Orleans or Josh McCown from the Jets, who's an older quarterback who can come in and fill in. Not your permanent solution, but can give you a decent quarterback to come in and give yourself a chance.
Yep. Another thing was disappointment was the Packers, because I know they fired a head coach, and Rodgers, he's not the same Rodgers as before,
Yeah, the Packers was a really big disappointment. They started out, and they had that comeback win against the Bears to start the season, and I'm like, yeah, Packers, they're looking good again. And then started off pretty decent, but then they fell apart. When they fell apart, I mean, they just fell right off and never could get it going.
What was your surprising team this year?
The Browns winning as many games as they did. I figured they'd do a lot better, but they started off so bad. But once they fired Hugh Jackson, they ended up winning like 6 or 7 straight.
So you think that team will be in the playoffs next year?
They got a pretty solid chance. If they're not next year, they'll be in the year after. As long as it all depends on how this new coach, how Kitchens does their head coach, and with Baker if he can progress, and then plus what they do in the off season. But I think they're a really good young team, though. I mean, I think they're setting up really good. What about you? Who are some of your surprising teams?
Well, of course, my Bears, because from last year to first, won a division, got to the playoffs. kind of disappointed they got knocked out early, but they're a very young team. Hopefully, maybe next year or maybe before, they can win the whole thing, Michael.
Yep.
They're a very fun to watch. I don't know if you watch any of the games. They're awesome to watch. Oh, the LA Chargers were very fun to watch, but they got knocked out early in the playoffs, by the Patriots,
Yep.
Who else? Oh, yeah, the Colts. Andrew Luck came back, and he had a great season,
Yeah, he turned the Colts, especially at the start of the season, they kind of struggled a little bit, but then he turned it around and suddenly he got going, and they played really good, the Colts did.
And the guy from Houston Texans, he's a good quarterback, Watson. Oh, my gosh. He is fun to watch.
Yep. But I guess my number one surprise would probably be Kansas City, as much of a jump they did with Mahomes as their quarterback.
Oh my gosh, yes. He won MVP. Too bad they didn't win the Super Bowl. I guarantee you, if the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, they will score more points than the Patriots and the LA Rams combined, in my opinion. I could be right, I could be wrong,
Oh, yeah, I'd say you're right on that. They played good this year. That was, especially with Mahomes, I figured he would do good, but I didn't think he'd do nothing like he did. I didn't think he'd throw 50 touchdowns and be MVP this season.
Nope. I don't know if they're gonna repeat. I don't know if Mahomes is gonna get 50 touchdowns next year. Maybe, maybe not. He's definitely taken over. Peyton Manning. I think he had 50 touchdowns as a rookie, didn't he?
As a rookie, I don't no. His rookie season, I think he threw 18 touchdowns, 18 picks, or something like that.
Okay, that was awful. Okay.
Baker Mayfield broke his record though this year for touchdowns by a rookie. I do remember that. Baker broke it this year.
Yeah, Baker. He's hopefully he's gonna be legit in Cleveland. Cleveland did not have a good quarterback in a long time. Yeah, I'm glad the Bears got Coach of the Year. That's Austin Nagy. He is the real deal. What team would you like to see? What team would you like to see to win all next year besides the Bears?
If I wouldn't mind to see besides the Redskins. I'd say I wouldn't mind to see the Saints win it, just because I would like to see Drew Brees get another Super Bowl win. That's really about the only NFC team I see that really. That'd be my only pretty much NFC.
Oh, I forgot to mention. Once again, the Chiefs. I mean, not Chiefs. The Giants was another disappointing team. Back-to-back years,
Yeah. I figured they'd be better than what they was.
Yeah. What do you think about the rookie running back? He is awesome to watch, isn't he? For the Giants.
Yeah, he was really good.
What's his name? Barkley.
Yeah. Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, I think he got the Rookie of the Year, right?
Yeah, Offensive Rookie of the Year, yep.
Oh my gosh, he is fun to watch. Yeah, I think Eli needs to leave, right? Or do you think he's going to stay with the team until he retires? What do you think with the Giants' quarterback problems?
I think they draft a quarterback. I think they'll draft Dwayne Haskins with that number 6 pick in the draft. I think they will, or I think they'll pick him or Kyler Murray from Oklahoma if he ends up going. I think they draft a quarterback with 6 overall.
Okay.
And, I think Eli. I mean, they may bring back Eli and let that rookie quarterback sit for a year, but I don't know. I mean, they need to kind of try to win now.
Do you have any of your notes with you, or remember you said you were doing notes for the NFL season?
I did, but my mom moved them on me. I have no idea where they are now. My desk is clean, so I have no idea where none of my stuff is.
Oh well, that's okay. The Atlanta Falcons was another disappointing team, A couple of years ago, they went to the Super Bowl, Matt Ryan is fun to watch, but what happened to them this year,
Yeah, their defense slacked a lot this year, and like they lost like to the Bengals on the last second play. I mean, they were 7-9. Even like that loss to the Bengals, that was the last second play. In non-conference, their schedule, they was 0-4.
Wow. I remember that the year they lost the Super Bowl, they lost their offense coordinator, and that was stupid. They should have re-signed him,
Yep.
And I forgot where he went to, but he was, I don't know if the Atlanta Falcons are ever going to get back to the Super Bowl. It's hard to get back,
Yeah, they lost Shanahan to the 49ers. He's the 49ers head coach.
Oh, is he?
Yep.
Oh, that used to be the Atlanta Falcons offense coordinator?
Yep.
Okay.
And he took 49ers job, which the 49ers was a team that didn't do that good this year. But to be fair, they lost Jimmy Garoppolo like week 2.
Yep.
And without your starting quarterback on a young team, that's tough.
So what do you think about the Niners next year? Do you think they're gonna be like legit playoff contenders if they can stay healthy?
It just all really depends on Garoppolo and what they do in that, because they got a lot of money in the offseason. If Garoppolo can stay healthy, I think they could be pretty good. I mean, I thought that going in this year, I thought they was one of the better young teams in the league. So I think the 49ers will bounce back.
What do you think about the Jets? Another disappointing season for them? Jets.
I don't think disappointment, because they just had a starting quarterback.
Oops.
Their youngest quarterback to ever start in the season for them, the Jets. For what they got a crap load of money this offseason. They'll probably make a push for Le'Veon Bell from Pittsburgh. They'll probably be in the trade market to try to get somebody like Antonio Brown and stuff like that. I mean, they're really young. Like, they're a really, really young team. I think 4-12 is not. I mean, you obviously want to win more than that, but at the same time, I'd probably rather lose now and get higher draft picks and get better talent now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Did you hear that the Atlanta Falcons, they released their Pro Bowl kicker? You heard about that? Matt, I don't know what's his name for what?
Matt Bryant.
Yeah, they released him, so maybe Bears could pick him up.
That'd be a heck of a kicker. He's really good.
Is he?
Yeah, he's really good.
Is he good indoors only?
No, he can kick pretty decent outside too. He broke his ankle this year earlier while kicking one, but he was kicked a 60-yarder and broke his ankle or sprained his ankle.
Wow. And then they released him because he missed one kick. So come on now, you know?
I wonder why they did that. That blows my mind.
It's the same thing with Robbie Gould. He missed a field goal extra point in the preseason, and they released him. How stupid are you, Bears? You know?
Yeah.
I don't mind. What's his name? Matt Bryant, you said?
Yeah.
I don't mind him because he's a former Pro Bowl, and maybe you could take the Bears to the Super Bowl. Because I know this Parkey, whatever, they spent so much money on him, and he's a disappointment. So hopefully the Bears could buy his contract out, you know? Hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah, I seen the other day that the Bears are planning on buying him out. Like, they're going to buy him out, is the plan.
Okay.
I seen that from some insider from Chicago I'd seen that does all their...
Okay.
So, that's the thing. I'd say he'll be back.
I wish we get Robbie Gould, but it looked like Robbie Gould is going to resign with the Niners. That's kind of sucks, but whatever. That's how it is.
Oh, is that what they're saying now?
Yeah, but that's just rumors, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so no more football until next year. That sucks. The free agent starts in March sometime, so I'm looking forward to that. Do you think your team's going to sign any free agency, or are they going to concentrate on the draft in April?
I think a lot of it's going to be in the draft. I think they'll sign some needs and stuff like that. There'll be a few. I think they'll mostly look in the draft, but I think they'll sign some. I think they'll sign some decent, not fill-ins per se, like the spots they need. You know, I think like a safety. I think they'll sign back Clinton Dix, which they traded for him. So I'd say they'll sign back Clinton Dix. I think most of the part they're going to re-sign their players back and just try to sign some decent veterans backups and stuff like that, like offensive linemen and stuff, because they had so many injuries this year. They need the depth next year.
Oh yeah.
Guys that was injured come back next year. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. So the Detroit Lions was a disappointing team again. You know.
Yeah, the Lions, which they beat the Patriots this year. That's one thing.
Yeah, but that was just regular season. It don't mean nothing.
Yeah, but ain't it something that I think the Patriots, I'm pretty sure I'd seen the other day, like their 5 losses this year was like every team, none of them made the playoffs. That
Yeah.
they lost to.
That'd be funny if someone could beat the Patriots before they get Super Bowl, but no one can beat the Patriots when it comes down to the crunch time. These teams still want to step up. You know, they don't seem like it. You know.
All 5 of their losses, let's see, they lost to Jacksonville earlier. They didn't make the playoffs. They lost to Detroit. Detroit didn't make the playoffs. They lost to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh didn't make the playoffs. They lost to the Dolphins. Dolphins didn't make the playoffs. And,
Oh yeah. What do you think about the Miami Miracle against the Patriots? That was a huge upset earlier this year, huh?
Yeah.
Now, can you imagine if the Dolphins played like that all year? They'd be in a playoff talks right now. You know, a couple months ago.
Yeah, the Dolphins was actually. I was kind of shocked that they fired their coach this offseason, Adam Gase, which he signed with the Jets. I was kind of shocked because the Jets really weren't bad this year. They were 7-9. You know, had a team that had injuries and stuff like that, and had Brock Osweiler as your starting quarterback for a bit. I think that's pretty decent.
Yeah, he's not. I mean, he's okay, but he's not gonna be a future Hall of Famer. No way.
Exactly.
Speaking of Hall of Fame, the guy who won the MVP for the Patriots, do you think he's Hall of Fame worthy?
Edelman.
Yeah. Is he or no?
Yeah, I think Edelman is.
I mean, he does great numbers for the playoffs, Super Bowl, but he don't do great numbers in the season. So you got to have great numbers the whole year, not just the playoffs in the Super Bowl, right?
Well, he has pretty good numbers in the season. Sorry, I'm getting a phone call.
It's okay.
I'm trying to cover it up. I guess no one's going to answer it. But yeah, no, I mean Edelman. I think Edelman's a Hall of Famer. He's made the couple Pro Bowls and stuff like that.
We'll see.
He's pretty consistent. You know, about 1,000 receptions, or not 1,000, 100 close to 100 receptions a year. I think he's a Hall of Famer.
And we'll see.
They're pretty lenient on their Hall of Fame. They'll put a lot of people in. Like baseball's really strict on theirs, but you know, football they eventually get almost everybody in eventually. All the good, decent players, good players.
Well, I think Devin Hester should go in because he broke the record. You know.
Yeah, I'd say Hester will make it.
Yeah, as a Bear, not no Falcon because he only played a Falcon for 1 year. You know.
Exactly.
So you got anything else to say before we sign off, Michael?
Well, what's your way too early Super Bowl pick for next year? Who's your Super Bowl matchup?
Well, I say the Bears for the NFC, and for the AFC, for the hell of it, most likely be the Patriots. The rematch for Super Bowl 20.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say Kansas City Chiefs. I don't know, Chargers maybe. You know what? No, I'm gonna take a shot in the dark. The Indianapolis Colts versus the Los Angeles Rams.
Wow.
I'm gonna say the Rams make it back and they'll redeem themselves, and the Rams win the Super Bowl next year over the Colts.
Wow, no Patriots, huh?
Nope, I'm gonna have Andrew Luck taking down the Patriots next year. I think the Colts sign Le'Veon Bell and they have all that money and these young players. I think the Colts make that push next year and take down the Patriots in the playoffs and then go to the Super Bowl, and they lose to the Rams because the NFL wants the Rams to win.
Yeah, we all know that. We'll see what happens. I want the Bears to win, but we'll see what happens. They just need a better kicker, right? You think?
Yeah. I think kicker and just more development on some of these young players.
Oh, yeah.
Just keep more players together. And hopefully this new the defense coordinator, hopefully where they lost Vic as their defense coordinator, hopefully that don't hurt them too much.
Nope, because he went to Denver. Good luck with him because we'll see what happens,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he'll have a pretty good defense there. He has the players like Von Miller and them, but I just don't know offensively. That's the thing about these defensive coaches. You just don't know. Sometimes offensively is the real struggle for them. Even when they hire offense coordinator to call it, you gotta have the right guys. You gotta have the right guys there to set yourself up. So hopefully he does good. I'll be rooting for him because he did pretty good for Chicago.
Oh, yes, he did. You got anything else to say before we sign off again, Michael?
No. I appreciate you letting me be on your podcast this year. I've enjoyed it. I look forward to being on next year if you want me on. I really appreciate you giving me this opportunity to be on your podcast and stuff like that, and I've enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to next year if you want me on.
Okay, everyone, have a good one. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Excuse me, was a disappointed team this year. Do you guys like the Super Bowl? Do you like the halftime? I think the Super Bowl was kind of boring, but that Super Bowl, I know a lot of you are going to complain because that's how Super Bowl are these days. Especially this past. It was very hard to watch overall, Michael. It was.
Mm-hmm.
So, sorry if I coughed. Have a good one, Michael. Talk to you later, and goodbye. See you guys next time. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, hit the notification. All my links are down below. Bye.